ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் விகடன் நேயர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். உலகத்திலேயே எல்ஜிபிடிக்யூ கம்யூனிட்டி ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்ற மாதிரியான ஒரு கிரிக்கெட் கிளப் அப்படின்றத உருவாக்குறது கிரேஸ் கிரிக்கெட் கிளப் தான். அதுல அதுல இந்தியாவை சார்ந்த மனிஷ் மோடி அப்படின்றவர் அங்க அங்கம் வகிக்கிறாரு. அது மட்டும் இல்லாம அவர் கேப்டனாவும் இருந்திருக்காரு அந்த கிளப்புக்கு. அவருடைய ஜேர்னி குறித்தும் அவர் இந்த கிளப்பை எப்படி ரீச் ஆனாரு, அவருக்கு கிரிக்கெட் எவ்வளவு முக்கியம், அவருடைய வாழ்க்கையில நடந்த ஹார்ட்ஷிப்ஸ் அது எல்லாத்தையும் குறித்து தான் இன்னைக்கு இந்த நேர்காணல்ல பார்க்க போறோம். நம்ம கூட மனிஷ் மோடி இணைந்திருக்காரு. ஹலோ சார்.
Hello, good morning, and thanks for having me here.
Yes, sir. It's also our pleasure to have you here, sir. So basically, being born in India, almost everyone here come across cricket at some point. So when did it come into your life, sir?
So I come from a cricket-mad family, like every second Indian, and I was born and bred in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, and my father used to play in his college days, and then my mom was a crazy cricket fan, and the I mean we used to be like watching cricket, like especially India Pakistan matches, things like that, and then so cricket love started as like my childhood days, and then I joined an academy. And then I was in academy with Parthiv Patel, the ex-Indian cricketer. Yeah, and that's where it all started.
So basically, everyone will love cricket, obviously, but not everyone who loves cricket will take it up seriously. So when was the point in your life you took cricket as a serious career option?
So like I started playing cricket in a gully and like in the street, and then watching cricket and having admiring like players like Navjot Singh Sidhu, Saurav Ganguly, and all that other players. I thought I love playing cricket, so why shouldn't I play a bit more serious with a leather ball? And that's where I joined the academy, and I really enjoyed it. And then it just carried on in the college, and then I had a contract with the Bank of India, and I took that.
Sir, as you said, you did your MBA in Chennai. So what do you want to tell about Chennai, your experience in Loyola College and everything? So how was your memory with Tamil Nadu and Chennai?
I had a very fun memories. I can tell you, I used to go to Spencer Plaza for shopping. There was one Punjabi dhaba, I can't recall the name, which is on the Mount Road as well. Also, I used to go to that shopping center in Nugambakam. It's a beautiful city, lovely people. I was a student there in 2003, so I've still got a vague memory. And I have to admit, I love dosas. And you cannot get better dosas than a Sarvana Bhavan or anywhere in the world. And we are lucky to have a Sarvana Bhavans in London as well. So my love to Chennai and to people all there.
Sir, apart from cricket, your identity, when did you realize that you were a gay, and how was it to deal with that?
So I realized I was a gay man at age of 15, but knowing Indian culture and taboo about it, I was always in a closet. And then I carried on playing cricket. I couldn't be myself. I couldn't tell anyone.
So you weren't able to even share this with the people around you, the close people around you when you were in India. So how hard it was to deal with it, because you had to compromise a lot of things. You were forced to be into the social template of getting married and having any regular life that Indian parents want their kids to have. So how hard was it to deal with that?
It was very difficult. I couldn't be myself, and however in our Indian culture, how it works, that you want to please your family, you want to make them think that you are a good boy, and it's always about like satisfying their expectations, and on a return you get a blessings from them. So I had to remain in closet. I had to give up at one point all my gay feelings and get married. Yes, it was just very difficult.
Sir, you chose the opportunity and you moved to London. So, what is there any particular reason about choosing that country to start a life and settling there?
I mean, the main reason was for a better career. the career opportunity came at the time, which was called British government started inviting people with a highly degree, which I had an MBA. So there was a immigration scheme called Highly Skilled Migrant Program, and I looked at it. I wanted to experience um, life of a different country, and I'm glad I made that decision.
No, sir, it was only because of career, or you want to escape from the social structure that Indians have created?
It was mainly a career initially, and then when I came to UK and I got separated, um, and then I started exploring myself as a gay man, which I knew, which was back in my mind always, because since age of 15 I knew I was a gay man. And when I started that, and I thought, here I can be a free man. And people have been very supportive, people have been very understanding. There are lots of support groups here in England.
Sir, as you said earlier, in your London, you were primarily focusing on your career, so you have to build that.
Yeah.
So when you started to realize like I want to do cricket, and you started to resume on your cricket career.
So after I moved to UK in 2004, my first year I just focused on building a career and settling down in a new country. And then I started playing for a cricket club called Hemel Hempstead, and it was just a gradually I carried on. And then I moved to London in 2007, where I found out that there is a LGBTQ plus cricket club called Grace's Cricket Club, and I contacted them online, and they invited me to go to that training at Lords, which was a pre-season. And here I am after 15 years. It's the best cricket club I've ever played for.
So, sir, like how this Grace's Cricket Club came into your life? How you came to know about this club?
So in 2007, I had a boyfriend called Graham, and who was not into cricket at all, not into sports, but somehow through social media or a newspaper, he knew about there is a LGBTQ plus cricket club called Grace's Cricket Club, and he knew how much I love playing cricket. And after I moved to London, he said to me, "Why don't you play for this club? You would enjoy it a bit more." And um, I had to cross that bridge, because knowing that what if my family finds out, and this is not only my story, this is a story of every South Asian person who comes from either India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. First thing they would cross in their mind: what if my family finds out back home that I'm playing for a gay cricket team? But I said to myself, you got one life, you got to be yourself. So I contacted them, and I went to the pre-season training at Lords, and they have been very supportive. They were very welcoming, and I started my cricket journey with them, and here I am after 15 years still playing for them.
Sir, how was the moment when you opened up about your sexuality and your originality to your parents? Your dad accepted you. So, how was the
Yeah.
moment?
That moment was a quite nerve wracking, because he was the first person in the family I had to come out to. I remember that first time ever I actually had a drink with him, and it was he was here in London, and he said to me, "I fancy a drink." I said, "That's fantastic. This is the moment." I was prepared. I was preparing myself for whole week to tell him that not only to tell him that I'm a gay man, but also I wanted to tell him what he meant to me. Um, in our in our Indian culture, there's always a huge communication gap between parents and the child, where you respect your father and then you never even openly speak to them. So I started off telling me that he is my hero, and I did wanted to tell him for years. And then I took an opportunity to tell him that I cannot get remarried because I'm a gay man. And he said to me, "Look, this is your life. You'll always be my son. The only thing I ask you is to always respect my status in the society." And I am respecting that.
Sir, as everybody says, like there are opinions like sexuality doesn't really matter in cricket. So, what's your take on that?
I totally agree with that. It's someone's personal choice. Everyone should be allowed to play cricket, because you end of the day you are playing cricket there. Um, like gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexuals, everybody, because your sexual choice is your personal choice. That has got nothing to do with cricket. But what we need in society is a more visibility. If you don't see it, it won't be it. And that's how. So we need to bring more into our society. I mean, still in UK there are issues there in people's mind. In India, I'm glad to know the things are changing and going in the right direction.
Yes, sir. As you said, now people are starting to talk much about that in this generation. So this Graces Club, it was started years ago. So,
Yeah.
but according to the current situation, current scenario, everybody are talking about it. Many people are voicing out their rights and about their sexuality. So, do you still think that clubs like Graces Club exclusively for LGBTQ community should come up, or it should be like normalized?
I think there is a more need of LGBTQ plus cricket clubs in all over the world, and how good it would be if there will be one in Chennai or India or Bangalore, where people can be themselves, because there are clubs out there where you can't be yourself. Like when I was playing for Hemel Hempstead, I couldn't tell people like I had to. I still I had to remain in closet. People would ask you, "Where's your girlfriend? Where's your wife?" And you don't have an answer for that. And when cricket clubs like Gracie's Cricket Club, and there's another one now, which has been formed last year in Birmingham, called Birmingham Unicorns, and they are giving a right platform to LGBTQ plus community, because you love playing cricket, where you can be yourself, and you can still carry on playing cricket there.
Sir, is Grace's Cricket Club taking any other measures to include and support women of the community too?
Yeah, we are open to everyone. I mean, I'm one of those guy at the club who really supports in a women's cricket, and we would love more women to come and take a part in at Grace's Cricket Club. And one of my dream to for us to have a women's cricket team. That would be fantastic.
How important it is to for the big cricketers to voice out for the LGBTQ plus community, especially in a country like India, where we are in certain constraints and certain social structure like religion and a lot of things. So, in this conservative structure, what is the role of these big cricketers to come up and talk for LGBTQ plus community?
I think I have spoken about it before as well. That in India, Bollywood actors or Tollywood actors and cricketers are getting treated as a god. So when the message comes from the cricketers, people people's what you call the thinking process, the structure of mind changes. So if somebody like Kohli comes out and starts wearing a rainbow laces, like this is a Rainbow Pride month. I mean, there is a test match at Edgbaston next week between India versus England, and wouldn't it be nice if the Indian cricketers and English cricketers go out wearing a rainbow laces and have a rainbow stumps as well? England cricket, what does do that? They have every year they have a Pride weekend in August, and if not only Indian cricketers but Pakistani cricketers, Bangladeshi cricketers, Sri Lankan cricketers, if they take up this approach, which that would really help LGBTQ plus community.
So basically, many people take up religion as a tool to be homophobic, and their religion doesn't encourage all of this. This is what like it prevails on a larger scale here. So, what's your thoughts on this, sir?
First of all, I'm not a religious person. I grew up as a Hindu. If you look at religious books, they don't talk about homosexuality in that. So my take on that is like, why would you make a big picture on it? In the sense, like those extremists. And I don't want to make it sound very political, because again, I said this is people's personal choice, sexualities, and let it be. That's all I can say. Let them be.
So, what do you want to tell people are still who are still homophobic?
All I can say is let people live their life, because it's their choice. They're, if they are gay, if they are lesbian, it's their personal choice. And if you are homophobic, that's not going to help because the whole society is changing. You're just going to be left out alone there.
Sir, now that you have traveled this much and you are much in a settled stature in Grace's Club, so what do you want to do next with your life or with cricket? So, what are your plans?
I have a personal dream that I want to play cricket all over the world, and I have ticked few boxes. So that is my personal plan. I will still carry on playing for Grace's Cricket Club because it's the best cricket club I've ever played for. And the message I want to send out to people in India or across the world, there are platforms like Grace's here in London. There's a Birmingham Unicorns in Birmingham, and there may be some more. Cricket clubs will be formed all over the world as well in the future. And just be yourself. Seek a support from the LGBTQ organizations. Like in London, one of my friend, he formed 4 years ago something called Gay Indian Network, and I so admire that because they have given a platform to LGBTQ plus people from India, Pakistan, South Africa, Sri Lanka, where they can get more mental support. Same time, they can socialize and they be and can be themselves, and that's what we need more in the society.
Sir, it was so nice to talking to you and get to know your journey and everything you said. It would be like a great inspiration to whoever who hears this. And thank you so much for coming up and taking time to speak with us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here. It has been a privilege. Take
Thank
care. All the best.
Thank you.